Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Frostpunk. In our last episode we used our scouts to find some survivors as well as some resources. We are currently sending them to the sturdy shelter to hopefully find some more survivors. We also researched and built a sawmill. This is our main wood production building for now. So as you can see, it's gathering the dead trees that are around here. We ran out of coal, but it's no problem because we were one step ahead. We researched and built our coal thumper, which is our current main source of coal. These do require gathering posts to be built next to them to do that. I've just realised that we don't need this gathering post here. So we will actually take dismantle that down. We ran out of steel as well, but it's okay. We built some steamworks, and now, as you can see, 99,960 steel to be mined. So, you know, we are on our way to getting a good city. We need to build some more houses by the looks of it, as we got some more survivors that came in. So yeah, let's make the game move. So let's just check our income and stuff. So we're not getting a lot of coal income at the moment. So it does look like I will have to build another coal thumper. We do have enough people. We need 30 at the moment to do it. So yes, we'll go ahead and we'll do that right now. So it looks like I can build it there if I wanted to, and you know what, I think I will. We'll get our gathering posts. They need to be having a path. We'll have the path go all the way along actually. Have it come up here, up here, up here, like that. We'll have this come across. So, yeah, our little town is pretty much getting there. We've got the food coming in good. Might have to build another. We'll have to build another hothouse. So hopefully our scouts will find some more steam cores. Let's get these houses down. We need to build at least 3. We can do that now. I wish this wasn't here, because then I could actually properly build them. I think what we'll do, might build them up here. Yeah, because we can't build them behind here. We can't build them behind here. So yeah, we'll build them going up towards here, or behind this. Yeah, we'll build them behind here. So let's get our street. Do the gaps as well. There we are. So this should fix our coal income. So let's make sure, put these all on extended shifts. We've still got some people a bit sick. We have got our medical post running at high efficiency because of that upgrade we got from the workshop. It is also running at nearly 200%, so nearly double. So let's move our scout on. 14 hours before they get there. So let's just speed things up. So what do we want to accomplish in this episode? I'll say one is probably the food. Temperature will go back up soon, so that will actually sort out our consumption, because we should be able to put it back down to steam level 1, which will let us stockpile some coal. So I think it's wise that we get bunkhouses, so that way if we do have to drop down the temperature, our houses will be warmer. I won't get the range because if I read it, so the range will, if I was to get the range upgrade, it won't be stuck here, it will go out even further. But if we do get that range upgrade, it will double the coal being burned. So I'll leave that for now until our coal's up. I might get some more scouts, because it's always worth having some more roaming around. We need to probably start thinking about getting tier 2 soon. You don't have to get all the research, because to be honest, you can't really. I mean, it's quite hard to get all of them, so you need to focus on what you need really. So speed things up. So let's get our people in here. We've only got engineers, but it's fine because there's nothing else we can really do. No one's working at the moment, so can't see this change. We can introduce a new law. So what do we have here? So a public house is like a bar, pub, whatever you want to call it. This allows us to allows our people to go and chill and relax at a bar or a pub, just to have a few drinks. So that might be worth getting. We could also introduce a dueling law. So if people are angry with each other, they can just have a fight. It does help lower discontent. Well, permanently, actually, it does lower it permanently. The other thing is we've got two things over here. So we could start making soup. Soups are not really tasty to people. It does increase the food rations we make by 1. So instead of making 4 food rations per raw food, we make 5. But it's not very nice. We could add food additives. So we'll add sawdust to the meals. So it makes them more filling. So people generally eat less, but it's not really healthy for them. I will for now get the dueling law actually. Yeah, let's get that. Still got some more sick people, just make sure everyone's warm. If anyone's cold, it will make them more sick. We do have 5 engineers still, so I will build another medical post actually. I can't put it there. I'll put it near this lot. So speed things up. So our people should be going back to work now. What is this saying? Why is it inoperative? Oh, that's because there's no coal has come to the surface as of yet. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so once coal started coming up, that's now meeting our demand for coal. Waiting on research, so not much we can really do really to speed things up. Let's put some engineers in here. We'll also boost it because we've got the food. Let's speed this up for a bit. Let's boost that as well. We could increase our resources a bit more. I don't see why not. And this one here, sorry. Let's get some more resource. Hold a bit more resources by doing that, getting that. So there's probably lots of coal here now. Yeah, look, so there's at least loads there now. So this will fluctuate, but our coal income should be fine. So our scouts have made it here. Excellent, some stinkers and some food rations. So this is the sturdy shelter. The shelter is well supplied and built to withstand even the worst weather. An advanced steam heating system protects it from the cold. So let's go into it further. The shelter is comfortable and well equipped with emergency supplies. There's a notice posted by the heavy round door to all scientists. If you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means there's another city out there. A signpost by the trail points in two directions. We've got London, 1934 miles, 1,934 miles, or we've got home, 27 miles. Another area has been discovered, which is a steel bridge. So from this we'll get a steam core, some food rations and some wood, so it's great. We'll keep moving our scouts forward because we haven't found any survivors, so I generally like to keep them moving until we do. We're getting the temperature's about to go up soon, so that's good. No, that's fine. Yeah, that's good as well. So I feel like we are quite comfortable at the moment. We're getting a decent amount of supplies. We've got an increase in the resource depots. I don't think it actually affects this. Yeah, so this is still on 300. So it only affects these buildings here then. It only affects those. So we will build some of those soon. So let's see here. So I think I'll get more scouts. Don't need this yet. We don't need that yet. And then I'll get the bunkhouses. And then we'll move on to tier 2. So we'll do the bunkhouses first. So it looks like we'll have 3 days to prepare ourselves. So we're going to go up to -30, then back down to here to -40 again. Yeah, we are fine at this temperature. Like everything's nice and yellow because that's what you want to see. You want to see at least red or yellow. And even though this is warning us of how much time is left, it's perfectly fine. So our scouts have made it, so let's have a look. So a bridge to Winterhome. A brass plaque on the bridge tower reads, built by the people of Winterhome in AD 1887. The bridge is kept completely snow free by a working automaton. So automatons are giant robots. As you can see here, it's like a giant steamwork robot. They can be used to automate your city. You can put them on the resource buildings and they will work 24/7. They're not as efficient as people. You have to do upgrades in the factory building to make them as efficient, and if not probably more efficient than people. I don't generally use them. I generally stick with my people. So we stopped at the edge of a deep wide ravine, marvelling at the steel bridge spanning it, even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send the machine back to our city or disassemble it for resources. So yeah, so we can either send it back and we'll go in the robot, or we can dismantle it right here and now and we'll get 2 steamwork cores and 87 steel. So I'm actually going to pick this one. We turned the automaton off and disassembled it, extracting a decent amount of resources from it, and we were finishing the first swifts of snow. As we were finishing, the first swifts of snow started to settle on the now empty bridge. So this has opened up 2 more locations here. So we've got a weather station or a large convoy. We are going to move on to the large convoy. Got some things going on here, so let's see this. Long hours of toil. So our people are worn out. Some of them have been working on extended shifts for days on end. Their effort is taking its toll and they're becoming restless. They deserve a break. So we can either give them a break, they won't work for 3 days, or we can keep them working. It will cause discontent to rise slightly. We're going to keep them working because our discontent is low, so we're not actually bothered about that. Deserted bridge. Finding the bridge to Winterhome proved that we were on the right track, but raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. So yeah, there's loads of questions being raised, such as like, where is the automaton's owners? But I'm sure everything will come to light pretty soon. I think I might have to put some resource depots down, just to increase our coal production. Not coal production, but to keep some more coal. But then again, I probably don't have to worry about it too much because we have got the temperature increase coming soon, and then I'll turn the generator down. So yeah, I'll do that. So we ain't got to really worry, to be honest. Just speed things up. It's a lot of waiting around because you're waiting for things to happen, such as like this temperature increase. So now that that's here, I can now turn this down, and now our coal consumption is our coal consumption is down incredibly quite a lot now. When the scouts come back, we will build some more houses, and that should sort out our food income. We might have enough people to put in the mines, so we'll build coal mines. We won't build any more thumpers. I'll just build coal mines after this. Wall drills is to get infinity wood from inside the walls. So if you don't want to clear all the trees, you can just build the wall drills and just start getting the wood from there. It is a tier 2 thing, so you kind of have to get sawmills anyway first. But I probably will just move straight onto this and just focus on the wall drills. So now that the temperatures increased, just look at everyone, make sure that they're alright. So yep, temperatures are fine. So we now got bunkhouses. So bunkhouses, if I can click on it. Bunkhouses are better in tents in terms of they get an increase in heat in the base heating, so now it's level 2. So they can withstand more of the cold a lot better. So it does say that it does cost 20 wood 10 steel. However, as you can see as I'm hovering over it, the tents are highlight green because we can actually upgrade our tents, and this will not get a reduction in the steel but a reduction in the wood. So this just makes it cheaper to do. So we are going to do as many of these as possible. So yeah, so that was as many as we could do. So we'll let the wood build back up. Let's have a look in here. So yep, so we've got that. We'll get extra scouts, so we need 20 wood. So we'll let 20 wood build up. There we are. Get the extra scouts. I'll probably get these two next. So yeah, we need at least 20 wood before this is finished. Scouts have made it here, and we found some more survivors, so that's great. We're going to get all those resources back, and we're going to get some more people. So this is the large convoy. This is a convoy carrying workers that got lost in a blizzard. They are weak and have no provisions. We should listen to their story and escort them to the city. The workers who were riding in this convoy told us they were heading for the city of Winterhome. We were supposed to follow the signal from the beacon, but we couldn't pick it up, they say. We tried to follow a search pattern to find it, but we ran out of fuel. So they're pretty much just lost, really. So from this, we'll get 19 engineers, 27 workers. So yep, we are going to escort them back. So we'll see them in about 20 hours. So we are going to have to build more housing as well. So apparently we got 80. Oh yeah, we got 8,600 because we're rebuilding the houses. I was going to say we haven't got anyone here yet. So our coal is constantly going from full as well because hitting the max. We can now build 2 scouts, so that's great. So I think what I am going to do, because we are getting more people in, is I am actually going to get the range increase. Because what that will let us do is we can now build a bunch of houses all around here, around this edge at the end. So I am going to get that now because we do need the space now because we've got more people on their way. So let's also, yeah, let's upgrade some more. There we are. Just speed things up really. Another book of law. So we'll get the public house. So it's here. Need at least 20 wood and 10 steel. You can only build one of these, and it doesn't have to be near anything. You can just put it anywhere. It's just a case of having the people to run it. We do kind of have people, but we'll probably wait for the survivors to come. We'll make sure our medical posts are running with the boost. Alright, so they've come back. We've got a bunch of people, some steamwork cores. So we do have 10 children, so we will use some of those steamwork cores to get another hothouse. That should sort out a bit more of our food. Make sure it's running on overtime. We'll send our scouts back out. So we're going to send them here first because it is quicker to send them to a place that they've already been to and then move on. So this is 16 hours a day and 22 hours, so nearly 2 days just to get there. So we'll send them there first. So we need to build at least 5 homes. We do have a load of resources, so we are going to invest these in our buildings. Our upgrade is nearly done as well, so we will now start building along the edge here. So I'm just going to quickly dismantle that. And look at that, there's our I think it was 5 homes we needed to build. Put the road back. We'll make this come up and around. And then just fill in the gaps. So yeah, so thanks to our scouts getting those resources, we've been able to improve. So we've now got the upgrade for the range. So now if I look at this, it now extends out to here now. So our homes out here are nice and warm, so that's good. Let's have a look at this. This just pops up because I've took the path away. So a heat zone has reached the snow pit and the bodies are beginning to rot. Dangerous diseases could begin to spread in our city. We should either move the snow pit or scale back the heat zone. There is no heat zone there. It's just saying that because I haven't built, because I disconnected the path. So we are completely fine. We're not at risk of any diseases. I'm now going to get the coal mine because this has increased. It's only going back and forth because we're maxed out on our coal. But if I was to put this on level 2, we would be going through quite a lot of the coal. What I will want to build is some resource depots, but they are quite a bit at the moment. So we'll wait for a little bit. We do have quite a few people now. Our wood income seems to be quite low, so I am actually going to build another sawmill. Looks like we would be moving this one soon. We've still got quite a lot of wood, but yeah, we'll build another sawmill. Yeah, looks like that's the best place for it. So I'll build it there. We'll get a road hooked up to it. Build it from here. Go across. And don't forget, you're going to want to put a steam hub here, because we're not allowed to have any of our buildings. I mean, it's okay to be chilly, but it still runs the risk of making a meal. So it's just better to keep them yellow. That way, you know, you're decreasing the amount of sick people, because you need as many people as you can. Yeah. So let's just speed things up. They should be building all this lot. There you go, they're all going up now. So we can now place coal mines down. We do have enough for 2. So here are coal mines. Now you can't put a coal mine anywhere. You have to actually put them in these spots here. So you got 2 over here, and we've got 1 over here. So we're going to build the 2 up here because it is closest to our town, and we're also kind of building up this way. So we'll put 1 there, and we'll put 1 there. We need some more wood. So we'll put this here. We'll put people in here. So that should be our wood income. Fine now. We'll make sure that these are running over time. This is now done, so we'll put our children in there. So let's just check our food. Yep, food is all good now. They're still building some homes, so it's still fine. It's because we're upgrading them. So let's check the pathing. Could do it straight from here, and in fact we are. We're going to do that. Need some more wood. That was the Book of Laws. Let's just have a look at this. So next one I like to get is moonshine. It's got no negatives on it. It's all completely, it's all good. So every meal slightly lowers discontent. So that's good. So all the meals they're eating is now better for them. Eating soup causes less discontent. So yeah, because I said earlier, soup is not really the greatest thing for them, so they don't really like it. But with the moonshine, they don't mind. I guess they put the moonshine in the soup to make it better. So, but we haven't even built a public house yet, so we'll actually get that down now. We'll get 20 wood, and well, actually we'll do this up here first because this is important. What we can put down is a steam hub. So yeah, I'll put 1 there. That should just heat that area. So let's see what our scouts are doing. We can move on now to the weather station. We'll put this in overtime now because we're getting more raw food than we are rations. So we'll max that out, and put the rest in there as that. Because we've got some leftover engineers, what we're going to do is build 2 more workshops. Now 4 of them is pretty much the sweet spot. You can build more than 4 if you really want to, but 4 is enough to get a lot of the research done fairly quickly. But at the moment we're waiting on wood, because I want to finish this road. I want to put another steam hub up here as well. But we've got the wood income from these now, so we should be fine. Yeah, look, our wood. The wood's fine. All of our people are housed, so that's good. Let's build a road, street. Tick. So we'll heat these up. Yeah, I'll have to build it here really. I'll try and move it over here as much as possible. So now, excuse me. So now our coal income will be off the charts now. So I'm going to sort out our resource problem, because at the moment we haven't got any room for the resources. So I'm going to sort that out now. So resource depots, they don't have a heating rating. You don't need to heat them, so it is perfectly fine to put them on the edge of the map. I generally do. I'd like to build 1 for each. You don't need 1 for steamwork cores, so you need 1 for the coal, the wood, steel, raw food, and the rations. So I'm going to build 5. No, I'm going to build 6, because having 2 for coal is pretty good, or even for the food rations, whatever comes first. So we'll build 1 there. That's all we can build at the moment. Yeah, 40 wood each, but it shouldn't take too long. We should actually get a research going actually as well. We don't have any steamwork cores. This actually needs steamwork cores, so we won't worry about that for now. There's nothing else really we can do. I guess I can get it. I'll get it just to be ready, just to have this doing at least something. So we're going to go 40 more wood. Put another resource depot down. Let's keep going. Another 40 more wood. Something's going on. Let's have a look. So they're talking about the long hours again. And you know what? I think I will. I will give it to them now, the 3 days. So all of our buildings are going to have all their overtime taken away. And we can't do it for another 3 days. Our food income is a little bit down, but it's perfectly fine. Our coal should be fine as well, because we've got these here. So let's just make sure this has got a path. So let's keep going. We need to put another 4 more down. Our scouts have reached up here. So there's nobody in the weather station, but everything still seems to be operational. We could try to find out what the scientists from Winterhome were working on. It looks like we get some more steamwork cores and some coal. Grim forecast. We found scientists' notes. They predict that the great cold is going to get much worse. What's more troubling is that the observations ended abruptly months ago. There's also not a can of spam, not even a crumb of bread left in the pantry. It's obvious they've moved out for good. We can see the city of Winterhome from the roof of the weather station, so we can now see Winterhome and a coal mine as well. So we get 1 steamwork core and some coal from here. So we're going to head to the coal mine. We'll head them over there, and then we'll head to Winterhome to see if anyone's alive at Winterhome. Something's going on over here. So the recent report from the weather station has got people talking. They're frightened that such an important facility was apparently abandoned. Some are starting to wonder whether the evacuation from London was a good idea. A few are laminating, I think that's what it says, openly. I knew we shouldn't have come. At least London had real houses, not tenants and wood stacks. One thing I do keep saying and that I haven't done yet is build a public house, so let's actually build this. Where do we want to build it? I guess we can build it here in the heat area because we've opened this up now. So our first depot has been done, so I can now say, yep, put coal in there. So now we've got more coal that we can put in there. So let's keep going. Got another one here. We'll make this one food, so we can keep making more food. Let's try and get some more. So we're not going to have as much coming in now for at least 3 days, because we've said that they don't have to do overtime for at least 3 days. So we've got the cold coming in soon, but we should be fine. We'll make this one coal as well, just so they're next to each other. Got the public house now, so we'll put some people in there. So we've kept our promise to make the hope rise. So there we go, it's gone up now. The more that go in there, should be fine. We've only got 2 people sick, so it's great. You know, we are properly maintaining our city here. And the smoke coming from all the steam hubs and that looks quite nice, especially like when you zoom out. You know, it's like an industrial age kind of scene. Not much we can really do really, so I'm going to just fast forward the game. So this decrease in temperature is about to hit us, but I'm going to turn our generator up right now. So, you know, our area is all nice and warm before this hits. People won't start work until 8, so then we'll get a better understanding of what our coal income is like. So we'll fast forward it. Let's actually just have this up as well. We'll see what our scouts are doing as well. So they reached the coal mine. The coal mine is automated. Its engine is pressurized, but the mining has stopped. The snow around it is untrodden, and an eerie silence hangs in the air. More coal than we can use. This coal mine was in operation until very recently. The machinery isn't running now, but it doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Perhaps the mine simply extracted its quota or filled the loading bay. We could retrieve plenty of raw materials if we took the machinery apart. So we can take the stored coal, or we can dismantle the machineries for resources. So by doing that, we would get two steamwork cores, a bunch of coal, bunch of wood, bunch of steel. That last one, so this is actually an outpost. So if we was to only take the stored coal, we could come back here and then set up an outpost, and then we could have the coal being shipped from here to our town. I do that, but not for this one. So for now, I will dismantle it, get the steamwork cores, and we'll send our scouts to Winterhome to see if anyone's alive, because that is another city like ours. So we're now getting colder. Let's just check everything. So everything's either nice and yellow or is red. As you can see, we can't turn things down because things become chilly, so we do have to leave it on 2. People are now working, so let's just check our coal consumption. So it's still not really enough. We are losing still. So we might have to build the or we might have to build some more resource gatherings or something. Not much to really pick from here. I mean, I'll get soup, but I'll turn it off. I mean, I don't really like him making it. I mean, it's only 1 extra food ration compared to the 4. Man from Winterhome, he's appeared. We found an exhausted man at the edge of our city. He said that he came from Winterhome, a settlement located not far from here, and that he was the last survivor. So it looks like Winterhome, we're sending our scouts there now, looks like Winterhome has actually fallen. Winterhome is dead. Everyone's dead. There's no hope for survival in this accursed wasteland. You're all doomed. You must escape. Those were his last words. So we are indeed alone. So this is probably going, this is going to affect our hope. The news has shocked everyone in the city that we're supposed to be many settlements and construction crews here. People living normal lives in homes heated by generators, but we are actually alone. Hope falls. So now this is causing, because of that man, this is now causing panic between our people. As you can see, hope is now declining. They're all dead. How will we survive here without any help? We have to go back to London. There's no hope for us here in this frozen desert. People start to gather as the news of the fate of Winterhome spreads through the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. I must give them purpose. So it's up to us to give them hope again, because their hope is completely dropped. And you are given 2 choices. So we can either go down the route of order and discipline, or we can go down the route of faith. So order and discipline is, as it says, putting people in line. Faith is just it's kind of like a religion, restoring the faith into people. I generally go down the faith route because there is a particular building that I like. So I can't show you the order route either, because once you click it, that's it. You can't go back. If I was to go back now, I can't pick it now. So we are now. This is now the law route. for faith. So our first one is the House of Prayer. We need a place to practice our faith in peace. So if I was to sign this now, we'd have to build a House of Prayer. So it's kind of like a church. The church gets abilities, which helps increase your hope. We do have to build 2 of them, so we are going to sign this.
Hear me. New law in the city.
I don't like our coal production right now. Especially seeing as everyone is actually on their way back. Is there anything we can get to improve it? Not really. Might have to move on to tier 3. I might have to stop with the resource depots for a minute. It might have been fine if we was able to put the extended shifts on, but at the moment we can't. So you convinced the majority, but hope is low. A group of our people are still so scared that they want to flee the city for London in 15 days. You've come to try to change your mind. You say that faith will save us? Nonsense. What are we going to pray for when food when we start to starve? Shouts one of them. If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. Please calm down. We're not going to die. So yeah, so we've now got a new section. This is the Londoners. Your people are divided. Some of them are so scared that they plan to leave the city for London in 15 days. You'll try to convince others to join them, preying on their discontent. Fear may lead people to desperate acts. Maintain peace, give people hope, and manage their discontent to guide the city safely through the looming social crisis. So you'll see here. So we've got 15 days to convince 19 people. This will increase, so you see that many people want to join the Londoners. Got 15 days to convince 19 people at the moment to not go to London. So everyone's now going back to work. I think this is a good point to leave it. We will continue on with the next episode. So our main task now is to get our hope back up, because at the moment it is at critical level. So we'll start working on that on the next episode. So thank you for joining me in this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if there's anything I can improve on, please leave me a comment down below, and have a great day.